What is up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to color correct and color grade. So you're going to need Adobe Premiere Pro for this one because that's what I'm using, or you probably can use it through like another software, as in like Final Cut or something. Just because the plugin I'm using, you can get it for both, or Sony Vegas, I believe, too. Here's what it's called. It's called Filmconvert Pro. I already dragged it onto each clip. Now what you can do is you can basically grab the camera setting for your camera, whether it's like a Blackmagic. Mine's the GH4, so I'm going to go over to Panasonic GH4. And then with this shot, I think I did shoot it in Finalizing D. As you can see, it gives you different options. I'm pretty sure that one gives me a little. I'm gonna go with Finalizing V actually, because I just like that look right now. It just looks a little bit more cinematic to me, and that's what I was kind of talking about with like the film look and stuff. So unless you do that, it picks that camera kind of model for you, that profile. So, and then you can kind of adjust stuff like the exposure and the temperature too. So you can kind of make it, if you want to make it look more blue or whatever, you can do that too. But that's what it's kind of looking like now. I think a lot of movie shots are a lot more colder, so I like to make them colder. But you can also turn them up because sometimes they'll be more warmer. But it just really depends on what kind of style you're going for. Just for example, I guess I can do this one. I'll do a warmer one for this one, just because I like how his skin tone's popping out and stuff. So I'll do a warmer one for this one. And these are kind of the things you can convert them to, different kind of film looks you can give it. So you can just kind of go through there. There's some black and white ones, but a lot of them are just different film profiles, stuff you can use that give you different film colors. I like that one. That one looks good too. So we'll let me just choose one here. I'll choose that one. And then let's see, I'll take the grain down to like 20%, just because that gives it kind of that clear kind of look. So it takes a lot of grain out of the shot, which makes it look good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to levels. I'm just gonna kind of adjust it to where I see fit. So I'm gonna kind of make the darks go down right there. That way you can kind of see his hair a little bit better. And then I can go back here and actually adjust the skin again. So I mean, I guess you can kind of see how this is working. Each one kind of moves a different part from like the lows, highs, and then the mids. So you can kind of push the highlights there, but you can kind of do it till you get the look that you want. I'm gonna kind of tweak with this till I get the look that I want. I might have to back off on this one, and then back off on this one too. And then even this one. Okay, got that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do the color correction part too. And let's see. I'll do that. And my goal is, just so you guys know, my goal is to kind of make it look a little like creepy and dramatic. Obviously it's overexposed in the back, but that kind of just gives it an effect. And I personally like it. I think it looks cool. As you can see, I'm trying to changing the mids to a bluer look, so you get a whole nother new film look when you do that colder look. But I'm gonna stick with what I was trying to do and kind of make it like a warm, kind of weird, kind of deserty look. Let's do that. Let's see. I can turn this guy down a little bit. So I mean, with this darker color, I've noticed that, you know, once I start changing it to orange, it looks a little weird. So I'm just gonna adjust the levels again. That one's good right there. What I did is I just put the highlights at a bluish kind of look, so the background kind of stands out from this part. That way this kind of looks a little. Next thing, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna add widescreen to it, and that will give it another film look. Just adding widescreen to something gives it a really good film look as well. So let me get some widescreen over here real quick. Let's see. Go back to project. We'll drag that widescreen, and I'll drag it over all of these clips. But let's get that widescreen in here. Now you can see how it's kind of really shaping up now. Now it looks cinematic, huh? You got that widescreen. And one of the things, I know a lot of times it does crop it, so one of the things I like to do too is, I'll just cut that in the front real quick. I noticed that his head's kind of getting blocked out, so I'll just go like this and kind of dip the clip down a little bit like that. And then I'll add the widescreen again. And then now his head's more in it, as you can see. So it matches the frame better. But what I'm gonna do is I want to see his tie though. So I'm gonna see if I can somehow get his tie in there a little bit more too, but still keep his head in there. So let me try that. I'm pretty close to like the shot that I want. I'm just gonna keep trying though. And what I'll do too is I'll just kind of make the widescreen even smaller now, just to be able to kind of fit that in, just from kind of widening it like that too. So I'll go like that. But yeah, that looks cinematic right there. Actually, I like it more like that. I think that looks good. Even though it's blocking it, it still looks good. So whatever looks good to you, you know, like you can kind of, when you look at movies and stuff, you just kind of look at that and then look at what you're doing. If it matches up good, and you feel like it looks good, chances are it probably is. But just keep doing it because it takes a while to learn what different colors go together and stuff, and you have to kind of experiment a lot with this kind of stuff. So that's kind of what it looks like, guys. 1 second. Let's see the program. But yeah, next thing we'll kind of go over is this one. I really like this one a lot. This one I shot in Cine D, so we're gonna go to camera. We're gonna go Panasonic, and we're gonna go to GH4, Cinelec D, and let's check out the temperature. Hold on. There's a good color part of it, so I can tell the color's changing. Okay. So let's make this one blue. Let's give it that blue kind of cinematic look, right? So let's do that. So I'm gonna make that a little bit colder with the temperature, and then we'll go to film settings. Let's check all these out. Let's see which one looks the most cinematic. That one looks good. I think this one has potential. Let's just try this one. So we'll take that grain down to 20 again. Now we'll scroll down. Let's go to levels. Oh, that's looking really good. Maybe have it look more like a darker shot or something too. So we'll do that, and then we'll go to color correction. Let's try midtones. Turn highlights down, and maybe try to turn midtones up. Turn highlights down a little bit. Okay, now let's try to do some coloring here. Get this image kind of blue looking. Okay, so far so good. One thing we need to do though is just kind of work on this a little bit. Maybe turn the shadows down more. There we go, now we're kind of getting that blue look. But I don't want to take away from the image quality, so that's why I kind of keep it up sometimes. we're getting there. How does that look? It's looking pretty good. Let me just tweak with some other stuff. It's just sometimes the shadow looks weird, so I mean that's why I'm kind of just like tweaking with it till it looks kind of more natural. But other than that, it does look very dramatic looking. You have that really cool contrast kind of look. It really, and that look that I'm really going for is, I just really want it to look cinematic, like that kind of cinematic. What I might do is I might actually just turn the saturation to 50 or something, just to kind of get more of a, get less color in there and more of that kind of gray look. So I'll do that. I mean at like 54, and then I'll maybe add some tad bit more blue in there. And then oh, that's looking good. I like that. Kind of like a dark, grungy look. I just feel like I'm lacking color in the hands. Let's see what I can do to fix that. Probably have to turn it up just a tad bit. I could probably throw this right there. That's good. I'd say that would be pretty good. I mean, at least you're still getting some color in the hands. If I do that though, I'm gonna have to turn the midtones up. But it's still got my blue look, so I'm happy with that. Maybe I'll even turn the highlights a little bit more blue to keep that look. So yeah, I like that look. I think that looks cool. I think that kind of looks exaggerated. Let's move on to the next one. So, because I'm kind of showing you a bunch, but this is just the last one I'll do, just because for the sake of time. So let's go to this one. Oops, go back to Panasonic GH4. Cinelike D. Let's see what Cinelike V looks like in here. And I'll do this. Oh, so this one's doing the kind of head cropping thing too. So what I'll do is I'll grab it, kind of push it down a little bit, and then I'll put the widescreen back on it. And now it will almost seem as if it doesn't matter. Yep. Perfect. So we'll go back into here. See, do I want this to be more warm or do I want it to be more of a cold shot? I think a cold shot looks more cinematic. I think that looks cinematic. I think that does. So I'll stick with that. Now let's go down. Let's go to film settings. Let's see. What do we got? 20%. Perfect. Levels. That kind of gives it that darker look, but I still want to kind of put some back into like the shaving cream. And then let's try this. So yeah, that's already setting it up for like a really cool looking shot. We just need to do like the color correction. So we'll go to that. I'll keep the shadows where they are. Alright, yeah, that works. Midtones. Let's check the color. That looks cool. Let me try something that kind of like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of do one color to where I'm gonna try to even it out, the blues and the orange is what I'm gonna do. So let's meet somewhere in the middle. Maybe somewhere right here. I just want to be able to get enough blue and orange in it. That looks really good though. I like that blue actually. Let me try something. I kind of like where how that shine kind of looks. That's why I'm doing it like that. That looks cool. Too much. Yeah, so I mean I'm just trying to counterbalance this so it's not too much. I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Let me go back to levels real quick. The more flatter you shoot, the more options you have. This is probably more of my flatter images, so that's why I have all these options. See, that's what I mean, but I just kind of like that shine that it gives. Just kind of like a really kind of crazy look, you would say. But It really just depends what you're going for. I just like having like it look like it's kind of shining. So I think that would. Let's try this. Okay. Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. We can try to see if the saturation would look better with less. That doesn't look too bad. 62 saturation right there. Okay guys, well, don't want to take up too much time. I know I've already taken up a bunch of your guys' time. I don't usually make videos this long. Just wanted to show you what I kind of do with my color correction and stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm using Filmconvert Pro, and that's kind of how I do my color correction. Alright guys, you guys have a good one. Take care. Bye.